I don't appreciate when people try to judge you by the way your profile look like.
Then you feel like you get judged off your profile a lot.
And it's like, bro, like, what, you think you know me? You think you know my life? Like, nah, you really don't, bro.
You don't know my life.
Like, oh, y'all, oh, man, social media is not going to be here when y'all, if you're doing this, blah, blah, whatever. Y'all ain't got real jobs. I'm like, bro, I got a real job.
You feel me?
I'm like, I got 2 jobs.
like I'm hustling,
I'm like,
bro.
I got 2 jobs, bro. Come on now. Like, stop playing, bro. And I'm doing this. Where you at? So,
you feel me?
Hey, let this shit ride for a minute, man. If you got a dream, you gotta go get it. It ain't gonna be easy, it's a lonely road. Very lonely road. But you gotta push through and figure it out. Hey.
Hey, what up, though? Y'all already know what time it is, man. We here with another episode of
Real Talk. Yeah,
Listen, I know y'all probably gonna be like, you gonna say you excited, but I am, because I'm hyped. I'm hyped because my dog is in the building. You feel me? Listen, man, this episode is gonna be something that I think you guys are gonna thoroughly enjoy, because somebody that's in the game right now doing it, trust me when I say I know this story or whatever he got to tell you guys, it's going to be something that's inspirational. But before we get into that, you know how we do this. Let me give it to you. When we talk about talent, we're talking about this man. He is a singer, songwriter, professional dancer, social media personality, and YouTuber. He has gained over 2 million followers on his TikTok and on his Instagram, continuing to go viral with the dance videos and special content as a brand ambassador. He has partnered with companies such as Walmart, Adidas, Toyota, Samsung, PacSun, and Boohoo Man. You feel me? And not only that, he has taken a hold of his music career as he has just released his new single, For Me, available on all music platforms. And if that wasn't enough, you can also add actor to his resume. You know what I'm talking about? As I've gotten the opportunity to watch him be birthed into this acting game, as I've shared the stage with him in a recent Don B. Welch production, Meet Me in the Prayer Room. Put your hands together for my guy, Aubrey Fisher. Hey, come on, man.
You know what? I didn't notice when you said all like the brands that I work with. I was like, oh, you did your research.
Oh, yeah, you know, I do a little something.
I
I believe in truly, man, giving my people their flowers, and people that's in the game doing it right now. So I don't believe in bringing people on this show, man, and not letting them know that like, I'm fucking with what you're doing,
Appreciate
bro.
you,
I see what you're doing,
Appreciate
bro.
you,
I'm proud of what you're doing, bro. As a black man to a black man, I always got to say that.
Man, always, man.
So welcome to the show,
love,
man.
That's love, man. Appreciate you,
Hey,
man. Thank you for having me,
so
my boy.
check it out. Listen, I always like to start my show off with a question that just gets the mind to work, right? It's probably going to have nothing to do with what we getting ready to talk about or have a dope conversation
I'm
about.
ready.
But it opens your mind up. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So my question is, would you rather? You feel me? So today the would you rather is, would you rather always feel hungry or feel tired?
Ooh, that's a dope question.
Hey,
man.
come on, man. Would you rather always feel hungry or always feel tired?
That is a very tricky question. I don't even know because I need my sleep and I'm always hungry. So, dang, bro. You know, you just had to lay it out on me, huh?
I mean,
Okay.
I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure we got you right. So, would you rather always feel hungry or would you rather always be tired?
Always be tired because I can't be skinny mini out there, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Tired? You would go with
I'd
tired?
rather just be tired, man. I gotta
deep.
continue to eat, man. I didn't get to eat, bro.
I mean, I think that's deep, yeah, because going without food,
you can't operate without food.
yeah, it's like you can't even function without food, bro. But being tired, it's like it's hard to function being tired too, bro. You can't ever be your best self at anything.
You need both. You need both.
And that's what I think makes it hard. But if you had to choose, you choosing.
I'm gonna have to choose no sleep, man.
Oh man,
because you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I'm grinding regardless. So like, I can go with like some days without no sleep, whatever case is. But at some point, I for sure need some sleep.
I mean, I guess they say the most successful people too really don't sleep much. You know, you hear that story all the time. So that make a lot of sense.
Yeah, man. So you know, but I for sure I gotta eat, bro. I'm sorry.
I feel you.
I'm sorry.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Aubrey, man, I've been looking forward to talking to you, man, because your journey to me has been an incredible journey to be able to do what you've done in the world of social media and YouTube for your art as a dancer and as a singer. You come from a singing family.
Yep.
So if I'm understanding this right, you grew up in Pasadena. Is that kind of like where you grew up in? So talk to me a little bit about like how dance found you and how this thing started for you as far as being into a singing and artistic family. And then how did this happen for you?
You know, it's crazy because I always say this all the time when I'm talking to my friends or anybody else that I don't know. Growing up, I had my mom was always traveling around, around the States, whatever the case is, doing tours for, Clay Aiken, Kelly Clarkson, like big artists like back then, like around the time when it was doing like American Idol and stuff like that. And I had a daycare center too as well that I was going to stay at for a while my mom was away. And it was like a family friend type situation. And so I would go and stay with her. And she had like this shelf of just like movies. But then there was like this one movie that was always playing when I was young. I think it was like 3 or 4 years old. And it was the Moonwalker movie of Michael Jackson.
Oh, man.
And so the first thing, bro, the first thing I saw, when I first saw the movie, I was like, man, I want to learn how to dance like that. Like that was the first thing that I saw. That was the first, I think that was the first dance movement that I saw. And I was like, yo, what is that?
Crazy.
And at the time, I'm just like, I'm young, so I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but I'm just like, whoever that is, I need to dance like that. Because you know what? When you, hey man, listen, hey bro, when you little man, when you think long hair is only for girls and women, whatever case is, and you just see somebody that's a guy that got long hair, you gonna automatically think,
Yeah, no, I get it. It's funny that you threw that little bit in there, bro. That's hilarious. But yeah, I feel you. So that's what you're saying.
So, but yeah, that's how dance came about. And so I was always like in class dancing. It was either singing or dancing. I used to always get in trouble doing both because I was always moving around in my seat. I was either dancing or I just get up and sing, and my teacher be like, Aubrey, sit down. Aubrey, stop singing. Aubrey, go in the office. Aubrey. Like, I always feel like always get in trouble. But then like it wasn't something bad. I just couldn't stop moving, bro. Yeah. And it was just something that was always in me. And so mom saw that, and so she was like, all right, cool, bet. So, but I always played basketball too as well. That was my sport. Okay. And so she put me in basketball. I was also into like talent shows too as well. Like I was doing talent shows, but like it was just for fun. It would never be anything serious. I never took singing serious, but always took it as like a very strong hobby that I always had because I was always surrounded by it. My mom was always in the studio. Right. These artists like I met so many people throughout. When my mom was on her touring journey and stuff like that with other artists, I met like Mariah Carey, Jamie Foxx, like who else did I meet?
You met a lot of big guns at a young age.
At a young age, bro. Yeah. And it was just it was like, Keisha Cole, like everybody, bro. Like it was at a place where I thought it was just normal. Mm-hmm. So when I was just going to these rooms with these people, I'm just like, oh, my mom works with this person. Oh, okay, cool. I want to go dance. So it was just like that. Crazy. Because they had dancers too. Of course. Around the time.
So you had a lot of people around. So there was
around the time when they had rehearsals and, like these artists, when they had their dancers going to rehearse, whatever case is, that's when I was like, yeah, I want to do that. But then at the same time, I've always like sing, and like I was singing in the shower, I was singing in class, I was singing when I'm walking somewhere, I was singing, just sing out loud, just out of nowhere, and my mom be like, "Boy, calm down." Like, wow. We're in
so
church.
it was almost like like that artist had to get out of you.
It was like that. So, but yeah, man, dance that's a long story, and singing too as well, because dance, that's always been a strong hobby too as well. Yeah. But I just never pursued both of them. Because I just wanted to just, I don't want to do basketball. Like I want to just be, with the guys. I want to be tough, and like I want to be out with the big boys. I want to play with when I was in like 4th grade, I wanted to play with the 8th graders. When I was in 5th grade, I wanted to play with the high schoolers. Like I always wanted to better myself as a youngin, growing up into playing basketball and hopefully make it to the NBA. So that was like my thing growing up, and then. But on the side of that too as well, I always got inspired. I always looking forward to dance movies, dance shows like ABDC when I was, ABDC. That. So like live performances like BET Awards, like MTV Awards, AMA Awards, like Grammy Awards, all these award shows. I was always looking forward to like the dancing. I didn't care about nobody else. I was like, I don't want to hear nobody sing. I don't want to hear nobody rap. I want to see somebody dance. That's it.
That's all I care
I want
about.
to see somebody sing and dance, just both. You know, so that's how everything came about.
Let's talk about the dance thing, because you obviously have taken social media by storm. But to me, bro, it's like you got a chokehold on that culture. You know what I'm saying? In a way that you really took a hold of it and blew up on TikTok and on Instagram. When was that the thing? When was it like, you know what? I see that dance is taking off. Was that like in high school that started for you a little bit after?
I was
in a sense where it was like, I'm saying that you actually seen, what was that moment where you seen it start taking off for you? You get what I'm saying?
I didn't pursue dance till like after my freshman year of college, bro.
Oh wow, okay.
So I was like 19.
Okay.
So
still young, enough.
But I was like 19. That's when I was like, that's when anything saying, you know, the passion wasn't there. So I was like, you know what, I'm a dance. And I didn't know why. I just like, you know, I'm just gonna pursue dance. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how this works. I don't know how to get in the industry, but I'm just gonna try and just see what happens. And you know, one thing led to another. Meet somebody else, and somebody else meet somebody else. You know, meet your friends, etc. And you start getting into rooms with other people. You know, you start learning their choreo, and then you start becoming. I was on a dance team too as well, so I was part of a dance team for like a year and a half. Then left, and then I was like, okay, I want to do my own thing. I want to start doing more videos. Like I want to, you know, pursue social media. Like I just love doing videos. That was like my thing. I just love doing videos. And so that's how everything came about. And then one thing led to another, meet new friends, meet new people, collaborate with other dancers, etc., creators. And so, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, bro, to be honest. And I was training a lot too as well.
Okay.
Taking classes a lot. I just knew, like, I was like, I'm kind of at the place where I'm starting kind of late in dancing, low key. But at the same time, it's like there's no age to where like there's no age that can just put something on you to be like, okay, well, you started kind of late. Like, no, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But to me, it mattered to me because I was like, if I'm a dancer, I gotta dance and I gotta book something now. Like,
you know, that makes a lot of sense because dancers don't have obviously the longevity that you would think. Unless you are like a choreographer, you get in the sense that you can keep on even after it's like, I can't do it no more, but I can teach. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like thinking about starting dance in that sense of like, oh, I'm just about to go hard at the age of almost being 20 is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it was beautiful for you because it gave you the idea that, well, if I am going to do it right now, knowing that the lifespan on dancing is short, I got to go in it with like everything I got. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
You got people that's trained since they was like 5, 4, 3 years old. And I'm over here. I'm just now starting at like 19, basically. Just like, all right, I'm just going to see how this goes and see what happens. And to be honest, like I'm dancing with people that's just like, that's super advanced. Like I'm just playing catch up at this point. So, but yeah, bro, like after I stopped playing ball, you know, there's people laughing at me talking about, oh, bro, you shouldn't be dancing. Oh, you cool. Yeah, you know, it's dancing, whatever, but you're not going to go anywhere with dance. You know what I'm saying? So you always get that, and you know, in your ear, and, you know, it's kind of just like getting your head a little bit. But at the same time, I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew what my purpose was and what my drive was. And I was like, I'm going to just dance and see what happens.
You know what's crazy to me? I always want to talk about somebody who's in the now. To me, I express my understanding of you as an artist that's in the now because you're doing it, you're experiencing it, you are seeing a lot of times instant gratification because of the platform that you've built for yourself. But being in your position, what would you say what is that feeling of watching yourself grow in the social media world? I'm only asking you this because we see a lot of people today. I don't care if you do fucking skits, you know, acting, comedy, whatever it is. If you paint, draw, if you got a kids, your family, whatever your social media is about, to watch your social media actually grow and see you gain the following and then realize what you're doing is like, oh, this is actually working for me. Like people are actually looking forward to my videos. They're actually watching and sharing my stuff. But what is that feeling like? And when you get to that point of watching it grow, do you then become complacent because you feel like now you got something? Does it make you want to work harder?
It makes me,
you know what I mean?
If I'm gonna get 2 million, that means I gotta get 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Like I have to keep going. But at the same time, I don't look at the numbers. I'm like, whatever happens, happens. And I'm just, you know, because I know life is too short. You know what I'm saying? Like anything can happen. You can have 2 million followers. Like next thing you know, next day there's no social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of in a place where like I am grateful and accepting the fact that I have, you know, friends and family and, you know, most importantly, God to like help me throughout this journey. But at the same time, like, I'm just like, I can't stop here, bro. Like I can't be complacent. I can't be settling for anything. Like if my account is dead by the next day, then I have to figure something else out the next day after that. So I gotta, okay, if I gotta do this, or if I get a 9-to-5 job, whatever the case is, and I'll do it. Like, you know, it's just something to where if I can do, I'll do whatever I can to do to make sure that whatever my goal is, I gotta achieve that goal and then achieve the next goal and then the next goal and then the next goal after. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be complacent, bro. I
that makes
hate
sense.
being like that, bro.
Do you feel like in that position though that you've experienced or you've seen people experience because you've worked with other artists who may have bigger platforms, seen them experience the feeling forced to do it now because you've gained the following and they lose the hunger or the drive to continue? You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like some people fall off in that.
I feel like the more it's kind of tricky. It's kind of hard to say only because social media is so different now.
Yeah.
Social media has been out for a long time, and so, and everything we see on social media is about content. You know, you got skits, you got dance videos, you got singers, you got actors, you have so many things happening. You have these, like, everything that's happening on social media is so overly saturated because you see so much every single day to where it gets harder and harder for you to grow as an individual. So you're constantly trying to figure out ideas and see, okay, what's the next big thing? How can I make something to where I can get the next following or like next million following? Like it's kind of draining in a sense if you think about it that way, because if you think about it that way, then you're just gonna just end up losing your mind, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, like that's why I get to the place where like if I do a video, if it don't get as many views as I thought it would, it's all right. Next video. And then next video after that. Because at the end of the day, it's going to get harder and harder. Life does not get easier. And that's with anything,
that's a
bro.
fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's with anything, you know. And the person that actually helps me see things through, like in a broader perspective, is my mom and Don. Because like Don sees things in a different way that I don't see. My mom sees things in a different way that I don't see. They all support me whenever I do. But at the same time, it's like reality is reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One point you're not gonna be working as much, and then the next point you're gonna have to work a lot more harder than what you did before. So it's like, I feel like that with social media is the same thing. Yeah. One thing, you know, one moment you blowing up, next moment you kind of falling back.
Yeah.
Next moment, okay, you kind of coming up. Next time you falling back. I see it as like it's life.
Yeah.
It's like you know, it's like this with social media as well.
It's definitely a roller coaster ride because, again, I always speak about the instant gratification of what it gives people. And I think a lot of people want that right away. It's almost like sometimes if you post a video and within the first couple of hours, you don't get the numbers that you believe this video you get should get, then you get disappointed or you feel down, or it puts you in this lull of life. Like, oh my God, like people aren't watching my videos anymore, you know, or you get to this point when I think about social media and it's kind of like, you have this idea to want to continue to post the content because you feel like now I have to do this or I'm forced to do it because I need people to continue to like it. And I just think that takes away the, you know, the essence and realness of it. Because if you think about it, sometimes I always say this, a lot of videos and even videos I've posted, the ones that you really don't care about the most are the ones that seem to do the best.
I mean, because you're not paying attention to it.
Because you don't care.
You don't care.
It's almost like I treat auditions like that. It's like a lot of times when I book a role, that audition that I had sent in, it was like I just did it and sent it in, and I really didn't put all this pressure on myself or do all these things. And I look at it the same way that I see people make content. It's like you'll do all this editing for this beautiful content that you this minute and 32 minutes, and then it's like, and you hurt.
Sometimes it's not about how hard you work; it's how smart you working, and it's the diligence behind your work. You know what I'm saying? No matter how, like you could be auditioning for an acting role, right?
Yeah.
And you could be so tired, man, I'm tired, but I gotta get this in. You know, that's the heart that you have for it. It's not because like you're not putting your all to it, but it's the fact that is that like you're just, you know that, okay, whatever it is, I only have one shot regardless. So like, even if I don't want to audition, I'm still going to do it because I still believe in myself that I'm going to make it. Whether I make it or not, my mind is not really set on it. It's just, it's like you're not stressing on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the more you stress on it, the more you start overthinking, you start complaining. And then like all these thoughts starts going through your head. And you just like, you start going crazy, bro. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, calm down, man.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
You know, you should just love it. And then if you don't make it, all right, boom, next gig. All right, you audition for it, you don't make it, okay, boom, next gig. I did everything I could. Oh man, I don't want to go to this audition, but you know what? I'm gonna go anyways, because if I get it, shoot, thank you, Lord. Boom, you get it. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't get it, keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's how life is. You know, you gotta keep on pushing.
I think that's one thing that I want to say to that too, man. It's like my acting coach. I always shout out Brian Martin because he was so influential in teaching me lessons about my art and finding that place inside of you that makes you who you are as an artist. And when you speak about that energy of being tired and not having it sometimes, or trying to find that thing inside of you that gives you that oomph, it's almost like that's exactly what gives it to you because you don't have it. It was one of those times I had a rehearsal with him and he was like, I was like, man, I'm hungry. I just need something to eat and I think I'll be better. He was like, you don't need nothing to eat. Use your hunger. Use it in this piece. Don't try to copy yourself out and go get something to eat. No, use that hunger that's inside of you right now and make it transformative inside of this monologue. And I guarantee you're gonna find something that you.
That's why I love that slang. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's it.
That's and that's real, bro. That's so
That's
real. It's so real, and you can
bro.
put that in so many perspectives in life.
Yeah,
in anything,
in
bro.
anything. You can always find that thing inside of you, man.
Yeah.
When I think about success for you, I think it's beautiful because you're still young experiencing it, right? You're still young in a light where you get to make good decisions and you also get to make bad decisions.
That part.
And, you know, truthfully, and being able to be open enough to understand the decisions you're making because you have people around you like your mom, like Don, shout out to mama. Because trust me, I've met his mom and she is just such a beautiful woman. And obviously Don, that's our guy, you know, but.
And I got other friends too as well, you know, that are like my people, you know, that call like family too as well. You know, shout out to Jerrel, my homie Mikey, you know, he actually helped choreograph for me too as well.
Oh, word,
videos,
okay,
so
that's it.
That's my homie, like, you know, I got other friends, Hollis too as well, Concrete, like everybody that's been there and just my peoples, like I got my peoples, you know, so. Yeah.
So let me ask you, man, what out of this success that you've experienced at this age, what is a moment that you're most proud of thus far in your career?
Moment most proud of. I think the moment I'm most proud of is just being myself. I think because a lot of times growing up, I try to fit in or I try to be like, no, I can do this, or like even though my heart was to get better, but I knew like it was like, no, I got to learn how to not learn, but like put myself in other people's like circle and like try to fit in, you know what I'm saying? Try to be this and be that. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, man, it really don't matter. Like I think I'm more proud of myself when I'm myself and learning life. Like I think that's the most important thing, because life in general reflects on how you portray it, you know what I'm saying? So like that is
what we put out into the world is definitely gonna come back to us.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why
fact of life.
That's a good question. I don't think anybody asked me that. Actually. That's what I was like. I'm thinking like, dang.
I mean, this real talk, man. We come with some stuff. We like to get to, and it's only because when I watch people in your shoes, man, I get so like excited to know mentally where you are and what you feel that pushes you forward, or those moments in your life where you're like, man, I'm hella proud of that because I know what I put in to get there. I know what I did to make that happen.
There's, you know what, and I'll be honest too. Like I know a lot of people go through this, but like in your 20s, like you because I'm 20. I'm in my 20s. So like when you are living life, you're constantly, it's a work in progress. You're constantly working, you're constantly learning, you're constantly trying to figure out what is life, what is not life, what's real, what's not real. What should I do? What should I not do? Who can I talk to? Who can I not talk to? Like, it's just so many things. It's just like, you're trying to figure everything out. You're trying to figure out how to manage finances, you know, like it's just so many things, bro. And so that's why I'm like, when you ask me that question, I'm like thinking like, what is the most thing I'm proud of? I think that's why I'm just like, the most thing I'm just proud of right now is just learning how to be myself. You know what I'm saying? And like knowing like what I like is what I like. Yeah. You know, not what everybody else like. Like if you don't like it, okay, it wasn't for you. That's it. Like I'm not trying to worry about what other people say, what they're talking about in closed doors. Like, you know, that's just me. That's how I am. So whatever I'm doing, I'm happy. Like if I'm making music, I'm happy. When I'm dancing and I'm just, nobody's watching, I'm just being me, I'm happy. When I'm in public, when I'm doing me, I'm happy, bro. Cause like now like people can just see like, oh, that's Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that's beautiful, man, because it's almost like your joy. It's the black boy joy. Yeah. And the joy lives in just being able to be yourself. Yeah. And I always speak about black men having to be able to love themselves in a way where I just love being me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like a lot of times I watch your videos, man. I see when you dance in your crib by yourself, you know, and you by yourself making the dance videos, or sometimes you turn your mic on and you turn the camera on and you just sing. And those moments to me, when I'm watching you as a brother, I'm like, man, this kid and his dreams is so beautiful, man, because you can see it. So you saying that right now makes so much sense to me, because some of those videos is the ones I appreciate the most, because I'm like, bro, that boy in his bag. He in his zone, but you just by yourself. It ain't a lot of people around. You ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Myself.
You in your zone.
I would get to it, like get with it. Just, you know, I'll be lit by myself. Okay, bro.
I love that though, because again,
hype myself up.
That attitude of who you are as an artist has gained you 2-point-something million. You get what I'm saying? And you didn't have to try to be somebody else or try to lean on somebody else. You was yourself, bro. You know, and when I think about growing up out here, because even when I think about school and demographic, when I love to talk about this, man, but your college or high school, I would say, believe was not majority black.
I went to Monrovia High School. It was just like a mixture of like black. Yeah, it was very diverse. But a mixture of like black, Mexican, Filipino, white. It was a mixture of everything. My junior and senior, I moved to Yucaipa, which is all the way in the IE. I moved out there.
Wait, say what?
Yucaipa. It's right by Redlands in San Bernardino.
Yucaipa?
Yeah, Yucaipa. I know, right? I know. Yeah. No. I know. It sounds far, huh?
I've never heard of that place, bro.
What? But
that shit sound like one of them. It sound like one of them medicine commercials. Like study Yucaipa. Like
study
what,
Yucaipa,
bro?
What?
What are you talking about,
bro? So
no, go ahead. What? But you moved to Yucaipa.
So I moved to Yucaipa with my auntie and uncle, with my cousins, and because my mom was she was traveling, she was doing some shows on tour, and so you know obviously needed somebody to watch over me while she was gone, and so move out there, and that was like dominantly like white. I think it was like 2% black, bro.
Woo.
Yeah,
that's deep. And how old? Just high school.
High school.
Okay.
My junior year, it was so different. It was so new. Man. I was like, I had never seen so many color eyes in my life. I was looking around like, damn, blonde hair, brown hair, brunette. Okay. I was like, dang, all right, cool.
Right. That's
but
crazy.
it was, bro, I ain't gonna lie, but my junior year was tough. It was just new. It was new. It was very new. Yeah. My senior year, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro, it was fun. My senior year was fun. I got used to it, you know, the environment, stuff like that. I learned to adapt and et cetera. So, you know, it was fun, you know what I'm saying? So
I ask you that because I think about the way that you've come up in this industry. You obviously are a black man who has found success in this dance culture, but I know a lot of your peers or colleagues are of other ethnicities. And so when I think about that, how have you handled the success being in some of these rooms and in some of these situations when it comes to your other peers and the way that they may get opportunities compared to how you get them? Or do you feel like opportunities sometimes were given to you more because you were the black guy in this realm of like you know, Asian and white and Hispanic dancers, or you know what I mean? Like, what was your balance with that? Like, did you feel like you faced any diversities or like any type of discrimination as an artist in this social media world? You know what I mean?
Nah, not really, man, because this world is different.
Okay.
It's not at all. I mean, you do have certain jobs that require just, you know, we want Asian, you know, or we want black people, or, you know, like, for instance, like Kendrick and SZA, they have mostly black people on their tour. Beyonce, most black people on their tour. So you might see one Asian chick or one Asian dude, whatever case is, on the camp, but everybody else is dominantly black. So, but you also have K-pop artists that has different varieties. Sometimes they want black, sometimes they want Korean, sometimes they, you know what I'm saying, white people. So like it just depends, you know. And also too, I was on Jason Derulo tour as well for Jingle Ball. So we've been doing a lot of shows, and so it's like it's diverse, you know. You have blacks, you have white, you have people from Australia. So it's very just diversity in that case too as well.
But you don't think you've dealt with any discrimination in a sense, as far as like, you know, obviously I'm a black dancer, so you guys expect me to be, or you know what I mean, when you've auditioned for roles or auditioned for, that's good.
I've never experienced that. I don't. If I had to remember, man, I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that. As far as being a dancer, nah.
Okay.
I'm
it's always curious.
Different.
Yeah, I'm
like
curious
I said,
to know.
The industry is very different in that way, because they're always looking for it's just the criteria. Like they're always looking for something, whether if you're too tall or too small, or you know, if the artist is like 5'8", you can't be 5'10", you can't be taller than the artist. You gotta be like at least 5'8". If 5'8" is like the most, and then after that, like under 5'8", like 5'7", 5'6", whatever the case is. But it's just very different. It just depends on what they're asking for, to be honest. Like it's not really, you know, just like when they're booking for, you know, if you're trying to audition for a role, you know, who are they looking for? They're looking for somebody that's black, they're looking for someone that's, you know, light skinned, you know, black and white, or somebody that's Asian, you know, so it's just kind of it's kind of different in that way.
Do you know how the industry is? I mean, I get how it is. I mean, but I won't lie, like, as a black man, I do carry an energy of the God in me, the power in me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I do believe that even when it comes to roles or auditions or whatever, it's like, I don't believe that there's a such thing as it has to have a color to it. I believe if you're talented and who you are as an artist, you can make people believe what you're doing is the truth. You're the truth. And so I live in that. So I do kind of carry this thing when I walk into some rooms where it's not being cocky at all. It's confidence. I carry the confidence of our ancestors, bro. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like, whether you like me or not, or whether you gonna book me or not, like I'm my biggest fan. You know what I'm saying?
I'm my biggest fan.
That's it.
I know I can do this. I'm very confident in myself. God is in me. He's watching over me. So most definitely. Shoot.
That's one of those things. And so I always I'm curious to always know that, because I'm not in these other art forms and worlds to know what do people experience sometimes. Because I get it. Like Viola Davis was talking about this as an actress, but she was saying, like, you know, when we're studying in school, we study a lot of these roles that were for white women, but white women don't have to study roles that's for black people. You know what I mean? And so it's sometimes, what do people actually want to see? And it's like, that's why I be like, this don't have no face to me, man. I just believe in, you know, what you do. If you can
I think when I'm in those kind of situations, I block myself. I don't let myself get any, like, I don't give no attention to any of that nonsense, to be honest. And if it comes to my attention, I'll handle it in a way to where how God wants me to handle it. Because at the end of the day is, I know how I am. If I lash out, then shoot.
Have you ever had an experience with racism? In a sense where, you know, one that you can talk about? Because I believe as a black human being, you have a lot of them. And I'm just saying that because it's facts.
I mean,
but one that you may want to share, a time that you share that you was just like, this shit is racist, man.
Yeah, I've experienced some racism actually, man. I mean, I think we all, I mean, I can't say for everybody, but you know, it's very much well known as far as like you being black and you being in like in an environment where it's like kind of like, I would say, man, I think at the time, when I was talking to this girl, and I guess like her grandma doesn't not appreciate, but doesn't like, it's not a preferred way of her granddaughter dating a black man.
Like
I
she didn't
guess.
want her granddaughter being with a black man.
So it's like kind of like, so it's kind of like, okay. And so she was on the phone, and then she showed because she was on FaceTime. So she put a camera into my face, like, hey, say hi. I was like, hi. And she was like, ooh.
The grandma did that?
Yeah, the grandma did that. The grandma was like, ooh. And I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work out. I was like,
bruh, nah.
I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work out, bro.
She did a ooh.
She was there. Yeah, exactly, bro. She like the whole face, her face.
I'm shocked at the ooh, bro, because it's almost like, what,
no, bro? Yes, bro. Like literally, and I was just like, but I kept my cool. I was like, how you doing? And then it was just like, okay.
And you knew right away.
I knew right away, bro. I was like, And then so when she got their phone, I was like, so what was that? She was like, oh, but my grandma, da da da. I was like,
nah.
I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. Also too, I've experienced, of course, when I was at Ukaipa, it was that. Hey man,
Bro.
hey, listen.
Sorry.
Hey,
I
listen,
just never
bro.
heard of that place, bro.
Hey man, listen, man. Hey man,
that's a crazy name, bro. But go ahead. You was at Ukaipa.
I was at that school at the time. I did experience some racism. There's a lot of people that's like white, and you have like 2% black people. It was me, and like it was like one senior, and like there was like another black dude, but he was like a freshman or something like that. And everybody else was either like white, I think Mexican too as well. I think it was like 5-6% Mexican.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
that's crazy, man.
White people for sure. And
I think it's crazy only saying that because I come from a predominantly black. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. My elementary, middle school, high school, 100% black. And it's funny to me because even being in Los Angeles, and sometimes when I have events or I'm doing things and people are like, bro, where you know all these black people from? And it always trips me out. I'm like, like, what do you mean? Like, bro, black, what do you mean, bro? That's crazy to me. Yeah. But I do realize, depending on where you are, the demographic and how you grow up and the culture around where you grow up is different for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Because you don't get that 100%. You know what I'm saying? And so I always wonder how you've handled that in this process of success.
And I've also experienced places where if I walk in a room, you can just feel the energy. You know what I'm saying?
You know it
like
right
you
away.
know exactly what I'm talking about. You can just feel the energy, and it's just kind of like okay, I'm the only black person here. Everybody's kind of looking at me in the sense of like, why is he here? And it's like, what do you do? I just be myself. Hi, how you doing? My name is Aubrey. Nice to meet you. Blah blah. Like I speak very fluid. Like I'm just like, saying my highs, my byes. Keep a smile on my face, keep it pushing, and that's it.
I love the dopeness of the things that you've accomplished so far in your life, because to me, I see a lot of light in you as a human being and as a man. And that's why I have so much respect for you, because I know you've been through things in your life that's been pretty tough. Yeah. Right. But even in your success, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with loss? How do you deal with grief? And I'm not just talking about family. I mean, if we could try to put this in a bowl, right? You lose jobs, you've lost opportunities, right? You know what I mean? And even people that are close to you, I know you've lost somebody recently that was close to you. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, bro. But how are you handling that, even in the midst of your success? Because right now you are in your realm of success. It's happening, right? We're not, there's higher heights to go. We can never reach a limit. I don't believe in that. And I know you feel the same. But while you're in the process of it, how do you handle these things? Like, how are you handling that?
Man, how am I handling? Oh man, it's one of those things where, because I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like there's been times even this year where I just felt lost. I mean, because I was not working. There was no jobs happening. Like I had to figure out a way how to pay rent, pay bills, and all that stuff. Like I'm literally at the like bottom of the bottom of the bottom, and I'm like, yo, I'm like almost got evicted, like I'm like almost got car repossession, like car got repossessed, like I'm talking about everything, bro, like, and I'm getting to a place where like now I'm like, and I really at one point I did question, I was like, God, what is this? And I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, or like what do you have in store for me that I don't know about? And I kept asking. I've never prayed so much in my life, bro. I ain't gonna say that. I like, bro, it's but at the same time, bro, when I'm dealing with life stuff, I'm also knowing that like I'm grateful that I have people that I can lean on to. Like, you know, I have a mom. I have, you know, but it's just my mom. I don't have a dad. It's just my mom. Yeah. And so I have my mom. I have friends, bro. I talked to you today about stuff, you know what I'm saying? So like when I'm feeling some type of way, or like when I'm feeling lost, or like not just in a place where like I'm at my best, like I tend to not say anything. For a long time I was holding in grief. I was holding stress. I was holding all in. I wasn't telling nobody. I wasn't letting anybody know about nothing. Like, I was like, you know, I'm just going to rock it out. I'm just going to just figure it out on my own. I'm going to get a 9-to-5 job. I'm going to get another job, whatever the case is. I'm just going to just figure it out. Not knowing, like, it's really just hurting me because I'm not really speaking it out. I'm just holding it all in, really. And so, and then the first time when I actually spoke it out and, you know, laid it all out to my mom, bro, I cried, bro. I was like, I don't even... Like, I don't want to deal with this no more. I don't want to deal with life no more. Like, I was going through it, bro, for sure. Things getting a lot better, bro. But man, that time is just, it was very just, it came to realization that life is a blink of an eye. You know, one minute you got something going on, next minute you got nothing going on, and you don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. And it's at the point where like you're just figuring out life. Like that's just how life is.
Yeah, man.
Like life is an interesting. It's an interesting living. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's almost this thing where I try to tell people a lot, like, it's hard in the moment to tell yourself it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's very, especially when you're going through something that you know that everything's not okay.
Because it doesn't feel okay. But that's I think the most beautiful place to try to find for us as human beings in life, to get to a place within ourselves where we are constantly reminding ourselves like, yo, it's going to be okay. Like, I've been through this before, or I've been through things before, even if it's my first time getting through it. The fact that I woke up today lets me know that I still have purpose on this earth. Yeah. I still have a job to do, and I will be okay. And sometimes it is so hard because a lot of times when we go through the things, we start going, why God, why right now? Or why is this happening to me?
It's all of a sudden.
It's all of a sudden. And it's like, I try to tell people, remind yourself that if you're thankful for the good, be thankful for the bad.
Yep.
You have to.
Everything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all under his light,
rejoice
man.
all things, man.
Come on, like, man.
Rejoice. How would I do that?
And that was a release because you talked to moms. Yeah. And it was almost like when the devil tried to creep in and tried to get you to go against a lot of what you knew. You know what I mean?
And he most definitely tried to put me in a lot of different situations that I'm glad that I didn't even go further with that route. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm glad that I was able to talk it out. I was glad that I was able to have grateful and just knowing that I have somebody that's able to just, you know, walk with it through me and everything else, be there for me and stuff like that, and help me throughout the way while I get my feet wet and get everything back on track. It's just, man, like, it's tough.
But it is beautiful because it's these stories that I love to hear from my friends, because I'm going through. We all go through. Nobody's here to be perfect, to feel like they could look at your social media and it's like, oh, Aubrey, he got it together. That man got two. Like, he got, and it's like, you don't understand that that's a job within inside of a job in itself, on top of the job that's my number one job, which is working on myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to show up on Instagram and TikTok and people every day. Because again, that's nothing but the highlight of your life. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying? That's just something for me to just keep on doing what I've been doing. You know, like, I'm just sharing my talents and, you know, doing what I've love to do what I started doing in the first place. But life is, there's life outside social media, bro.
Yeah.
You're, like, just because you see pictures and videos and think everything is all glamorous and rainbows and sunshines all over the place, bro, there's a life outside of that. You know what I'm saying? People go through so many things outside of social media. Social media is not, like, that's why I don't appreciate when people try to judge you by the way your profile look like.
And you feel like you get judged off your profile a lot.
And it's like, bro, like, what, you think you know me? You think you know my life? Like, nah, you really don't, bro.
You don't know my life.
Like, oh, y'all, oh, man, social media is not going to be here when y'all, if you're doing this, blah, blah, whatever. Y'all ain't got real jobs. I'm like, bro, I got a real job.
You feel me?
I'm like, I got 2 jobs.
like I'm hustling,
I'm like,
bro.
Like, I got 2 jobs, bro. Come on now. Like, stop playing, bro. And I'm doing this. Where you at? So,
you feel me?
It's so, you know.
So let me ask you this, man. When I think about some of these brand deals and things that you got, like Adidas, Walmart, Toyota, Sam, and you've got a chance to work with a lot of these brand deals, and you know, I think that's so awesome because it's kind of opening up your whole spectrum to realize that you're marketable, right? And I can be in all these places. And obviously, you know, you had a process where you were part of a show, you know, and things like that. And since the show has come out on Netflix and you had that experience, and I want to say since we've moved past that experience for you, how have you seen the relationships around you change since like the show has come out in itself? You know what I mean? Just your experience as far as like all these brand deals you were booking and things like that now, and now that you are on this journey of this is who I am.
Aubrey, artistry.
You get what I'm saying?
Like,
Aubrey,
music,
artistry, who I am. How have you one found a balance in finding that, and 2, how have you viewed the relationships around you since?
It makes me see things a lot clearer. You know what I'm saying? Not believing what you see, not believing what a person say, or, you know, because somebody can put on a good front, you know what I'm saying? Put on a good mask, but at the same time, it's like you always got to be careful who you surround yourself with. Not saying the people that I was with or like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, the person that we were being, that was teaching us things, we're being taught, you know, and the situation we were a part of, you know, it's just something that, like, you know, happens, you know what I'm saying? So, and past that, but anyways, man, like now I just feel like I get to live life how the way life is, not just like in a box. It's just like the Shekinah people in a box, and we just all in this little circle. We are nowhere outside. We ain't experiencing, like, it's just in this little bubble. And I'm just like, I get to be out. I get to experience what God has shown me. I get to experience what is actually how life is really supposed to be. Learning how to manage, learning how to do things with God on my own. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, when you're by yourself and when you're coming to realization of how things are supposed to operate in a way to where, I mean, I'm in my 20s, like I said, so I'm still learning. It's still a work in progress as far as, like, you know, learning life, etc. But, you know, you get to learn a lot of things, you know, learn about more, like, in the Bible, and, like, learn more about, you know, who you talk to when you go out inside. Go outside, and, like, who you interacting with, who you speaking to, the people you speaking to, where they from, like, blah blah blah, like, just gathering information, making sure that I'm not gonna make the same mistake that I did before. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only just not trusting everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just because people come off as really nice, really cool, really kind, sweet, doesn't mean you gotta trust them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can be nice too as well. I'll be nice and I'll be kind, whatever. But other than that, no, be cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's only because after, and this is just, you know, me, I obviously don't really care much for it because I understand what it was. But after watching, you know, Dancing with the Devil joint on Netflix, it really made me get to a place with you, because I was actually kind of around you during that process when it was, you know, coming out and stuff.
Yeah.
The respect I have for you, man, is just at an all-time high.
Appreciate it, bro.
Because you handled that shit with so much grace, so much respect and admiration for who you were as a man. You stood on your 10 toes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and the way that I was able to receive you as a brother and as a friend, but also just watch you effortlessly be okay. Mm-hmm. And when I watched that, I was like, forever in a day, brother, you always got my respect. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk, man, because it's just something that I was able to be around in a place where I realized what was happening, but then it also showed me who you were. And as a man, you always had my respect for that.
Appreciate it, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see you on the other side of this thing, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk to you, because again, let's get into this music.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I was waiting for this part.
I gotta let the fans know who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hear the story.
What's up,
but
man?
for me, we got the new joint out. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for my boy dropping his new joint. Okay. Please talk to me about what inspired, because this is the second. Second single, right? Because I know when your first one dropped, we was actually together. So this for me, explain to me how this one came about, man. You got the video popping too,
man. You know what? For me, it's something that honestly, man, like we just had. It was me and my mix engineer. We was just in, at the crib. It was just. He was going through a few tracks, whatever, a few beats, whatever the case is. And he had a few beats from somebody else that was sent over to him from producers. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like that track. Yeah, let's do something to that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, he's like, all right, cool. And so we made up, we was writing to it, whatever the case is. And, we was just, it's a process, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the version is a whole lot different. It's a whole lot different than the version that's out right now.
Of course it is. With music,
it's a whole lot different now. As far as the cadence and like what we were talking about, it's still the same concept, but it's just we had to switch some things around. We had to switch the chorus around, the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like the verses, everything. Like we had to switch it around, make it more poppy, feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. So. And we squashed that version, and then we made a whole new version. I think like a month later, me and my homeboy Chris Guay, shout out to Chris Guay, man. Chris. My boy is amazing, man. So we was writing it, and my homie Marcus too as well. We was just writing it, and after that, like it just came out. That hook was just like perfect.
Like that's it.
You know what I'm saying? It was just perfect. We had one boy, shout out to Rafa too as well. He's also, he don't sing, but also he can come off with like quick, easy hooks. Yeah. And we was just like, okay, let's write out and see what other words we can write down. There's something that we don't have, and so we just started writing it down, and it just came off to be like that. And then we was like, okay, cool, perfect. And I was like, we just ran it with that. And then after that, I think I was playing it with some other people, and they were just like, this is a bop. They was like, man, This is catchy as hell. Like, this that hook.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have that link in the bio just for y'all to make sure that y'all go check out For Me, Believe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, bro. How did the dancing? Because obviously, again, we've talked about the dancing and we know how dope you are. But who choreographed it? Was it a part of you and somebody else?
So it was me and my homie Mikey. But Mikey, he pretty much like made up the choreo and all that stuff. Yeah. I kind of put in my 2 cents here and there, but he's most definitely like the person that just made up the choreo. That's my homie too as well. That's my big bro.
That's what's up.
Mike Della, he's been working for many artists. He's still working with T-Pain too as well. He did coach for T-Pain, all that stuff, and he's doing more shows for him too as well. He did the Thanksgiving parade for T-Pain. He's been working a lot. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my
what's
bro.
up.
So yeah, that chord came about. We just made it at the crib.
Yeah, that shit's so sick, bro. It's like just to watch you even on this music journey. Yeah. As far as like knowing how talented you are, man, it's just incredible the way that the world is receiving you. Because again, if people get used to you doing all these spots with these sponsors and stuff, and they get seeing you in that light, but it's almost like now you've gained this following, and I have to. I'm branching out with something new for y'all. Like y'all ain't never really heard my music. Like this is in the sense of like I'm putting out singles. I got video. Like this is a whole new realm, and I think the response has been beautiful for you, bro.
It's been really good, bro. Like they've been receiving it, and honestly, bro, I mean, you're always gonna get the people like, oh, I miss you dancing. Like get the people, they know you for that, but at the same time, it's like I'm like, I got something that I know for sure that I'm supposed to pursue this because
Yeah, I'm supposed to be
God
doing
has put this in my heart for quite some time.
Yeah.
Didn't really want to pursue anything like that. Like I've never even thought that I was gonna be like an artist doing music, whatever cases. That was not my goal at all. I was like, I'm gonna dance and just see what happens next, and blah blah. But for sure, like I was like, I'm not gonna sing. Like I'm gonna do that, bro. Just I don't know what happened. Just it was that urge. The same thing. It was the same feeling. The same feeling that I had for dancing when I quit basketball was the same feeling that I had with music and just for singing. So that's why that has been like the main focus ever since then, because I was like, I know this feeling. I was like, I know this feeling way too well. Yeah, so I was like, I gotta keep going. I gotta go at it. So, and everything's gonna be going too as well. Going good. I'm performing June 7th for BET weekend.
Okay, so, BET, let's get it, man. That's great. That's beautiful, because the artist that it just lets you know that what you're doing, you're on the right path. Sometimes God will go like, excuse me, I need you over here. I seen what you've been through.
Exactly.
Yeah, he do a little tap to you sometimes. And that's that voice that you hear. And now you look, you say, I'm gonna pursue this, I'm gonna do it. And now look where you at.
Yeah, it's like dance was just a start. But now we about to
take you to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay. Even with acting too, like acting, that was something like, I was like, I wanna do it, y'all try.
Yeah, man.
And then that was like something.
And my boy did it. Let me tell you something. My boy did it now. I was there for the first one. I got to see the raw, uncut.
You saw
him starting out like Will Smith, making sure that he got his all out.
Yeah. But you know what? He's like, all right, so I gotta make
sure. But let me tell you, man, when I watched this kid just literally become such a beautiful actor on stage and become so vulnerable and open himself up, man, it was just such an experience for me as an artist and as an actor to watch you do that, man, and have an incredible performance. And then from that, book another show. You know what I'm saying? Because that just shows the growth in you. And to me, man, again, it's like, I'm hella proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to ask you. Since the music thing is popping and you got this going, like, is there any artists out there? Because I talk about performances a lot, and you being a dancer, I love talking about who is one of the like top performers today in your eyes?
Top performers.
Yeah, and I'm talking about putting on a show. I'm talking about performers. Who is somebody that
performers? Dang. I mean, you always gonna have, Chris, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown always gonna be like this to this day, but performers, man. I mean, honestly, bro, I always go back to just Michael, man. Like he was performing, bro. Like you got all these people that was performing, like Prince, like James Brown, like it was performing.
Yeah.
Like they was going in, bro. Like dancing, singing while they was dancing. Like it was like nothing was laid back. They was drip sweating, just like everything all out, going all out on stage. Every single time they was on the stage, bro, they let it all out, bro. It was like I watched a lot of Michael Jackson's clips of when he's on tour. Amsterdam tour, when he was on the bad tour. What was the tour? Dangerous tour. Like all these clips, bro. I just see. I'm like, man, this dude was performing, bro. Like, and I'm just like, man, like that right there. I was like, I don't want to do it.
But you know what's crazy to me? I just wanted to ask you that question, man, because it bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot because you said Chris Brown, and then you went to Past Times, and you are a true dancer. I know you're a dancer's dancer. Like I know what you do. And that's the thing that gets me, is because today we are literally not being able to see the greatest performer walking this earth in my realm. And I'm talking about these and Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? We don't even get to see him perform. And it hurts so bad. And that's it. And it's almost like that's why I'm so happy to see artists like you, who I know are super talented and deserve the shot. Because I know when I watch you do your thing, like, nigga, it ain't just the music. You putting on a show. You're a performer, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I take my hat off to you. And that be the shit that bothers me so much, because I'm like, I love to talk to real artists who actually doing it and know what it takes to get on that stage, perform and sing, dance, put on a show. Like, you're in that right now. You get what I'm saying? And it's like they just taking that away from us.
Okay,
man,
if I had to say, I got Usher as a performer.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's for sure.
Chris Brown's an entertainer.
Okay. I like your take on that.
Usher is a performer.
Okay.
Chris Brown's good at entertaining. He's a great entertainer.
I like that. I like the take on that.
But Usher's a performer.
Usher performs, Chris Brown entertains.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think I can rock with that.
I think that's the perfect I think I would say that. Like, I would put it right there.
No.
They're two
that
different.
That makes a lot of sense.
Usher, he does what he does. Like, he got the skating. He, reps the A, you know what I'm saying? Because he's from Atlanta. Of
course.
He dances too as well. He pretty much, like, he be singing. Like, Usher be singing.
That boy
and also, too, like, he brings, like, a show. He's a performer. Because by the times, like, bro, Usher be, like, he be singing.
He be singing,
with that mic on.
I know, bro.
Chris be singing, too.
I know.
Chris be singing, too. But Usher, bro, I don't know, man.
I feel you, bro.
Listen, man, I ain't trying to say the wrong things, but
I feel
Chris,
you, bro.
CB entertainment, man. Usher performer, man.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you. That make
it.
a lot of sense. I actually rock with that, man, because
Yeah.
I love both of those cats. Look, again, man, I'm so happy that I got to sit down and chop it up with you today.
Man, appreciate you,
I'm happy
bro.
that you came and did an
Know
episode
what
of
I'm
Real
saying?
Talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give it up for my boy, Aubrey Fisher, one more time in the building. Make sure you check out his new single, available on all music platforms right now. For me, it is out right now, so make sure you check it out. You feel me?
Yes,
and
sir.
again, man, we just thank you guys for coming through and kicking it with us on another episode of
Real Talk.
Yeah, feel me? We in the building, man. We'll catch you next time. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know how we do, because we need y'all logging in every week. You know how it's going down, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you follow. You already know what time it is. You feel me? Let's get it.
Hey, let this shit ride for a minute.